changing your life one story at a time. This is the Chicken Soup for the Soul podcast with Editor-in-Chief Amy Newmark.
Hey, it's Amy Newmark with your daily dose of Chicken Soup for the Soul inspiration to make you simply happy. It's Thoughtful Thursday, and with Thanksgiving only 5 Thursdays away, I thought I'd share a Thanksgiving story with you today. Truth be told, I've been eager to get to the holiday season because we have so many great Thanksgiving and Christmas stories, so you'll see me rolling them out now, and then by mid-November, I'll probably be going crazy with them. So I hope you like the holidays as much as I do. This story is called Finding Five, and it's about a teacher, Helen Wilder, who taught kindergarten, and in teaching her young students, she ended up educating herself as well. Helen says that her favorite lesson every year with her kindergartners was when she taught them about Thanksgiving. They got to dress up like pilgrims or Native Americans, and they all brought snacks to share with the class. And then the school cafeteria prepared a traditional Thanksgiving dinner, and the kids took turns talking about what they were thankful for. So one day, Helen was online researching different ways to celebrate Thanksgiving with children, and she found a story called The Legend of the Five Kernels. There are many versions of this story, but suffice it to say that it involves placing 5 kernels of corn at the seat of each guest and then having each person list 5 good things in their lives. Helen decided that she would do this with her students with candy corns. The children would get 5 candy corns and they would name 5 things for which they were thankful. She got inspired by this as well, and she decided that she would start listing 5 things in her daily journal, little things that she was thankful for, like the fact that she was running late for school and all the traffic lights were green, or the fact that her students were well behaved all day, or that one of her colleagues brought in delicious homemade cheese bread to share with everybody. After several days of writing down 5 good things a day, Helen actually started to feel a little selfish because she thought, well, this is all about me. This is all about good things happening to me. Maybe I should try to create 5 good things a day for other people. And I thought this was really interesting because I've read hundreds of stories about the value of keeping gratitude lists or gratitude journals, but I had never thought about it the other way around like Helen did, that there was a way to turn it around to help other people. So Helen decided to add a new twist to her list of 5 things each day. Besides listing the 5 good things that happened to her, she would also list 5 ways in which she reached out to make other people happier. And I don't know if you remember a podcast I did months ago about a first grade teacher who had her family and then her classroom keep a good deed diary. And this story today is like a combination of the traditional gratitude list and that good deed diary that we talked about months ago. So Helen started listing the good deeds she did for other people, the things that would probably end up on their gratitude lists if they were keeping gratitude lists. So she did things like making copies of a worksheet. She did things like making copies of a worksheet for all the kindergarten teachers, not just herself. She watched her colleague's class during one period so that her colleague could run over to the hospital to visit her sick husband. And another time she shared some of her art supplies with a teacher who had run out. Helen discovered that she was happier doing these good deeds. She was a more positive, caring person. And by hunting for the blessings in her day to put on her gratitude list, she was always focused on the good in the day, not on the disappointments. And then by thinking of ways to reach out and help other people, her mind was focused on others, not on her own little problems. She says that prior to doing this, she had been the kind of person who had focused on the negative. And this new practice of writing down her blessings and writing down the things she did for other people really cured her. It was a transformation. She turned from a person who had focused on the negative to someone who focused on the positive, just because she needed to fill in her list of 5 things each day. Now, there wasn't anything magical about the number 5, according to Helen. It could have been 3 or 7 or 10. What mattered was how it changed her outlook. It's one of those instant, simple changes that we can all make to be simply happy. These are easy to implement changes that we can make just by deciding to do them. So that's a wonderful way to get your thankfulness ready for Thanksgiving. Now, tomorrow is Friend Friday, and Kelly Sullivan Walden is going to return to teach us more about how to use our dreams to improve our lives. This time, we're going to talk about how we can use our dreams as a way of facing our fears and overcoming them. I'm Amy Newmark. Thanks for listening today. If you'd like to read more stories about thankfulness, the book that I was quoting from today, Chicken Soup for the Soul, The Power of Gratitude, is in stores now. And if you'd like to read more tips from that book, please go to our website, chickensoup.com. And to make your life happy every day, please check out #SimplyHappyProject all this month on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.